The pandemic has rocked everyone's life, but for high schoolers, it's been especially difficult for their mental health. Tonight, News 5's Erin Chapman sits down to speak with one student who's helping kids her own age after losing her mother to suicide 5 years ago.
Abella Parks is a sophomore at Whitefield High School, and she tells me firsthand that her and her friends are struggling with all the uncertainty that the pandemic has brought. On October 28, 2015, Abella Parks lost her mother to suicide.
5 years ago, my mom took her own life.
It was an unexpected event that at the time 10-year-old Abella struggled to comprehend.
Before this all happened, I was not good with change, and now everything's always changing.
Abella had to navigate to a new normal, and now she is using those lessons she learned to help her peers deal with the new normal of the pandemic.
I know a lot of people are struggling, like I'm struggling, and a lot of my friends are too.
Over the last year, Abella got involved with Pikes Peak Suicide Prevention.
I've started doing more because last week I did like a little panel questionnaire with a whole bunch of other people, just talking about like mental health awareness and like how it's affecting teenagers.
It's a time that she can share her story with others so they don't feel alone.
All the teens out there, just to know that they're not the only ones going through it, and like everyone is, and there are people that you can talk to.
According to Heather Pelser, El Paso County Suicide Prevention Coordinator, in 2019 there were 9 deaths by suicide, and in 2020 there were 15. The number almost doubled.
As a state, even as a county, suicide numbers did not rise in 2020, with the exception of this youth rate in El Paso County.
Pelser urges parents to not only check in with their kids,
instead of saying, "How are you?" and somebody saying, "I'm good" or "I'm fine,"
but to really engage and get down on their level.
Saying, "How are you today? Gosh, my stress level's been really high lately. How's yours been?" So really being intentional about those questions.
This way, kids won't feel as alone and isolated in their own worlds.
It's normal right now to be scared and have anxiety and depression, and it's okay that we're all in the same boat together.
And for those who may not feel comfortable reaching out to their parents,
I don't always talk to my dad about stuff.
There are other options.
I usually just talk to my friends about it, and that's like my outlet because it makes me feel better just like getting it all off my chest.
Friends, a school counselor.
We all need to stay connected and know we're not alone going through this.
Trisha Owen is a social worker in School District 20. She says it's been hard witnessing teens struggle with the change.
I don't think they've actually accepted it as normal because it's been so hard. They're so isolated. You know, their brain is not fully developed. They don't have the skills to deal with all that's going on in the world.
Abella agrees, and she wants teens her age to know it's okay to reach out for help.
There's no reason to be embarrassed about it. It's not something that you should really hide.
Trying to find the new normal in the not so normal. Now, if you are a parent or a friend noticing any of these signs, speak up before it's too late. The Suicide Prevention Hotline is on your screen below, and you can find more resources on our website at KOAA.com. Always watching out for you, El Paso County. Erin Chapman, News 5.